Says for context, I just want to mention, Lucky saw the screenshot and started laughing like a madman.
The CG is dated, to put it nicely.
It is. I want to say it is like Transformers Beast Wars. It looks better than that, but holy crap. Yeah.
There are... So, I was discussing with Death before we started streaming that I had watched a really low quality version of this movie. However, I'm pretty sure that the crazy frame drops later in the movie were not intentional or due to the low quality version I watched.
Yeah, I did get frame drops. Oh no. Oh
well,
no.
Not frame drops, I guess, because they seem intentional. But it's like, I don't know. I have to pull up the YouTube upload where it's like high quality and watch them. But it's like, I swear there were moments where it's like the frames would just get really, really choppy.
Yeah,
as if to emphasize like action or something.
I didn't notice anything like that in the version I watched. Yeah. I noticed there's a lot of like motion blur, but like, yeah, that other than that, you know. Yeah, I think you might have just been getting like weird frame drops where our stuff was moving too fast and you just got like a bad version.
Let's see, I'm watching around the scene where Doru Greymon's fighting, which I think's it happened around here.
I look for Digimon content after watching everything up to Sarah's at this point and found this on old school YouTube. Digimon fans were struggling in the mid-2000s. Heck yeah. Yeah, I also remember like being a kid and watching this on old school YouTube and being like, yeah, what is this? And I just forgot most of it. I'm like, I understood nothing. I am a literal child. What even is this? But that had some cool shots in it, I guess. And boy, if you don't know the lore, this is gonna be extra confusing.
I think it's even worse if you're like me, who was introduced to X Evolution Digimon, or not X Evolution, but X Digimon, X-Antibody. I saw them without the context of this movie.
Yeah, like, you were probably introduced to them through, like, the freaking mobile game, right?
Kinda,
yeah. I don't think, like, have a bunch of them on there, and that's, like, where most of the, like, things got, you know? Like, not, like, revealed, but where, like, I saw a lot of them for the first time, I guess. A lot of the Roll Knight stuff. Then, like, just wiki diving.
Yeah. Man, Mushroomon looks awful.
Mushroomon really does look the worst. Well, no, I can't say that because, oh my god, Andromon, no.
Oh, Andromon, yikes.
This beef jerky, That
also,
sorry, go ahead.
Did you notice the sound effects during some of these scenes?
No.
Hold on.
Oh, man.
Okay, where's the share thing? Share. Oh, not save.
Oh,
share. Here it is. Start at timestamp, copy. Okay. And okay, so listen as War Greymon is like jumping around on these enemies, attacking them.
Jeez. Okay, yeah, that. I feel like I did kind of notice that, but I kind of forgot about it immediately, because it's just like what?
Yeah, I was noticing it really badly, and it's like, oh man.
The alpha avoid airing anything on the lore. It's usually an ad aspect in the shows. Yeah, this is like, so I'm gonna be very real here. I don't think this is like well-made. I don't think the story is good. I still like this. I appreciate how weird and lore heavy it is. As a fan, I like this, but for my own reasons.
I like how deadly serious it takes itself.
It is the most deadly serious, edgy, like, emo freaking bullcrap ever. Like, alright, let me just talk about the movie. Doraemon's story is that, like, he wakes up and Leomon tries to kill him, and he's like, oh no, everyone hates me. And Leomon dies, and he's like, I have to live for Leomon, and then everyone tries to kill him. And then he gets one friend, and then the Mushroomon hate him, and they throw rocks at him. And he's like, oh, why is everyone mean? And then his friend dies, and he gets really angry. And then monsters try to kill everyone, and he turns into one of them, and he's like, oh, I'm so depressed. And they becomes Alphamon, and he just becomes a different character, like, out of nowhere.
Yeah. The plot seems to be Yggdrasil is doing a bunch of seemingly evil stuff, and in the process creates the final royal knight. And
so
I'll be honest, I didn't follow the plot of this movie very well.
So I should probably do the thing, because I keep forgetting. Yeah, welcome to the Anispective cast, where we talk about the deepest Digimon lore bull crap you've never heard. Well, unless you have. I don't know your life.
I mean, it's a bit late for it now, isn't it?
A bit late for it now, isn't it? Yeah. But yeah. So, the big thing is that, alright, so the digital, this is like, it's not explained until like literally the very end of the movie, so it's like extremely freaking confusing. But the big plot is that it's like, alright, the digital world is like over capacity, like it is literally running out of space. The Digimon like just production rate is skyrocketing. So Yggdrasil is like, I could like try and calm this down, but this is too confusing. Screw it. I'm just gonna like Yggdrasil's plan is to, alright, step 1, release a deadly virus that kills 98% of all life. Step 2 is get the few survivors, or the few people he picks as survivors. Because they do mention that they're chosen. And he gets these chosen Digimon. He's like, alright, I'm going to put you on an arc, which we never see, to go to a new world I will be making, and we'll just delete this one and start over. But then step 3 is like, oh yeah, I'm just saving them so that I can trick the Royal Knights into helping me. I actually just want to kill literally everyone and start over 100%. Which apparently Yggdrasil can't do on its own. He needs, like, you know, other means of doing.
Yeah, and unfortunately for Yggdrasil, some of the Royal Knights have a conscience.
Yeah. So, like, this movie is just like, you know, oh, there's the freaking X programs going around murdering literally everyone, and the only ones who survive are either Royal Knights or Digimon that have the specific X-Antibody in them, which turns them into a new type of Digimon. And Dorumon, who also has that in him, but for mysterious, unexplained reasons. Because he is Yggdrasil's experiment, and by that he means Yggdrasil just made a thing to run around and just be in danger, so we could just pick him back up at some point, and just turn him into a monster by copying his data or whatever, and making a clone. And he just yeets the original back into the wild for no reason.
Yeah. Also, there's a Tokomon that they place a lot of importance on for some reason.
There is a Tokomon who they keep calling the child, and then it dies, except not really, just like everyone in this movie.
I mean, it does die, but then Metal Garurumon gives up its life to save it.
Yes. Freaking... Wait, did I not copy the thing for Melgarumon X? Where the crap is this? Damn it. I didn't get it. That's such a shame. Oh, I love Melgarumon X.
He's cool.
He's pretty cool. But yeah, freaking Mulgarumon X just sacrifices his life to save Tokomon by giving him his one X-Antibody. Except not really, because he just survives somehow. He just shows back up. But then we also get him in the death montage of, like, Dorumon being edgy and being like, oh, I've let so many people down. Oh, here's Garurumon X. Alright, yeah. I just didn't put metal in front. Alright, yeah.
To be fair, I think Dorumon didn't know he had survived at this point.
No, he was in that battle with him, wasn't he?
Did he see him, though? Like,
I'd assume so.
He woke up. No, he didn't see him, because he woke up and he saw all the crap going on and immediately went into, like, his flashback and evolved.
Wasn't there one later on that I'm thinking of where he's like, after he becomes Alphamon or something?
Maybe.
This is also a very poorly structured special. Yeah, this is like...
Yeah.
This movie is all over the place.
It's kind of like, as if to contrast the previous one, this is like not very well animated and has choreography.
And honestly, for what it's worth, like, as jank as the CG looks, I appreciate it. I like it. Like, there's something about old CG that just, like, it just looks cool to me.
Yeah. It
like,
really,
for the most part.
It doesn't really do anything for me. Like,
I'm looking at Dormon and it's like, they really did not need to have the movie open on, like, a furry CG character in the rain with, like, bad wet fur physics. It looks horrible.
Yeah, I think his coat is, like, really stupid shiny when he's getting bullied by the Mushroomon.
Yeah. But then on the flip side, like, every time you see a Royal Knight or, like, you know, an X-Antibody Digimon, it's like, yo, that looks pretty alright, yeah? That, like, doesn't look the worst. That holds up, I think. Well, I don't say it holds up, but, like, that looks okay. That looks decent.
Gallantmon X is pretty cool.
Yeah, like, every time it's like, alright, reflective surfaces it can do. It can do armor pretty well and make it look, like, pretty solid, you know? I'd say passable. Yeah. Fur and skin, it struggles with.
Did you get a picture of Andromon?
I wish I did.
Oh, man, you should have got a picture. Or Wizardmon.
Yeah, I don't think I got either of it. I have so many though. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have like 12 images for this. Old CG cuts charm. I can tell this is early Japanese CG. 2000s Pixar they were not. Oh yeah, this is why Toy Story was very careful about showing human characters, because they knew.
Oh yeah.
Jeez. But yeah, freaking, like, the whole movie is like, alright, Omnimon is hunting down Dorumon, and we have a bunch of fight scenes, and he questions his loyalty, and then eventually Dorumon has to fight him, and he doesn't win, but he does fight him hard enough to become Alphamon, and then Omnimon's like, you know what, I'm gonna be a good guy now.
Yeah, Alphamon, or Omnimon's kind of a scumbag in this movie. Like, it's like, oh, he's acting on Yggdrasil's orders or whatever. But, like, he massacres, like, an entire, like, horde of, like, dinosaur Digimon. He finds one that's still alive and he walks over to it. Instead of, like, I don't know, stabbing it or something, he just kind of crushes it under his foot. It's like, okay.
Can we talk about the scene where Dorumon just jumps at Omnimon and he just bats him away with his hand, and then Tokomon jumps at him and he just bats him away too? And I just started, like, just audibly laughing, and they just kept doing it.
Yeah, and he backhanded Tokomon so much that it killed him.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's implied that it was meant to be the X program that did, because he needs the X-Antibody, but it's like, I won't believe it's like he just backhand him to death.
I didn't even think about that. Okay, so that's the thing. The X virus thing is not portrayed very well.
Yeah, because it is an invisible, literal virus that just kills people out of nowhere for seemingly no reason.
Yeah, with like no symptoms or whatever. Like Leomon is 1 second Leomon is chasing Dorumon and then he catches him and then he's like, "Oh, I'm dying now," and then he dies.
Yeah, they had to have like say like, because of course this is how like real viruses work, but it's like they had to have like, you know, I don't know, like say like a red like data aura around someone before they start dying or something, and you'd be like oh, that's the X program, okay.
Like red digital code on their body somewhere.
Yeah, like a bunch of like a red aura of like ones and zeros just coming off of them, and they fall over, and it's like, oh, okay, so yeah, someone's like oddly says like, the X program, and you're like, I understand.
Yeah. And I know this is just like, oh, this is how like getting sick works for humans, but it's just like, have the Digimon cough or something.
Yeah,
like,
cough up blood or cough up ones and zeros. You cough up a black liquid that's full of binary code.
Yeah, I know it doesn't really make sense for like computer viruses to get sick like that, but it's understandable for a human audience.
From a visual standpoint, that makes it very obvious what's happening.
Yeah. Because it's like, yeah, if Tokomon died from the X virus, I didn't get that impression at all. I didn't even consider it until you said it.
Probably not presentable, since this is when it was first introduced. The X-Antibody stuff gets smoothed out later on. Yeah, is there anything else there that has X-Antibodies later on? Because I know there's this and there's the manga. I don't think there's like much else outside of like, you know, like game representation or whatever, right?
Maybe.
Like, yeah. Digimon shows it as them leaking data. Okay, yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah, that makes way more sense. Jeez. But yeah, so they like go, they like, you know, freaking Dormon is sad. Wait, which part of the story is this supposed to be at?
I don't know. A problem with this movie is they had an hour and a half to do stuff, and most of it is just fight scenes.
Most of it is just honestly pretty fun fight scenes with like what's actually a pretty solid soundtrack. Like not the best or anything, but it's like, yeah, there's some like cool jazz in there. You know, it's like unique. I like it. It's like the rest is like convoluted, overly anime Advent children bullshit.
Yeah, the Royal Knights standing around talking about, oh, Yggdrasil's doing this. Are you on his side? And
but
do you question Yggdrasil?
What is the will of Yggdrasil? What are his true intentions? It's like, it's not our place to question. We just have to answer the call and fight for the truth. And Omnimon like clutches his hand and he's like, but what is truth to a god? And it's like the most nothing conversation. And that's like every scene of this movie.
Yeah. Well, for a while, Gallantmon is the only one actually questioning the motives of Yggdrasil.
Yeah.
Also, Gallantmon reprising Masako Nozawa reprising her role as Gallantmon.
X-Antibody, yeah. X-Antibody's approach just uses an excuse to redux older Digimon designs outside of the original Digimon X-Antibody data or something like that. Yeah, nice anyways. Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, Gauntmon X, thoughts?
It's cool. I like.
Yeah.
I kind of like that it has a sword more than the version that has a lance. Also,
yeah.
Gallantmon has like a thing where like he talks in the third person.
Yeah, it's
I don't know.
weird.
I don't know if it was doing it in the version you watched, but he would just he always refers to as himself as I Gallantmon, regardless of whether it's warranted or not.
I Gallantmon have literally died and come back from the dead. Don't worry about it. And everyone's like, wait, how? And he's like, no, shut up. It's fine. I'm here now. And he just makes his beam sword really big and does a kind of goofy attack to just cut down a bunch of Digimon.
Yeah. There's like some dialogue that's really awkward where he's just like, are you questioning the intent of I Gallantmon? It's like, what? why are you talking like that?
Yeah, because the big thing is that it's like, alright, first the villain's Omnimon, and Yggdrasil's like, oh yeah, but my real plan is to use Dorumon's data to make an evil thing that'll take out the digital world. And he just releases, like, Dex Doru Greymon in stupidly high numbers to just, like, destroy everything. And I'm just sitting there, I'm like, yeah, I don't think these are ultimates. I don't think Wizardmon wins this one.
Except for the fact that it cuts to him blasting several of him with his, with the Thundercloud.
Wizardmon holds out way more than I'd ever expect him to.
Yeah. Also, if I hear one of these things, if I hear the screech of one of these things one more time, I'm gonna lose it.
Thoughts on Dex Doru Greymon?
It's Doru Greymon, but stupid.
It's Doru Greymon, but has a mask. But I do like Doru Greymon.
And like duct tape.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, these things look way cooler in the card game, where it's like, you know, they look more like zombie-like. It's like, yeah, these are just like undead Digimon, just straight up. Like, when they're not horrible CG abominations, they actually look pretty solid.
I'm not super into Dorumon's evolution line until Alphamon, if I'm being completely honest.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, but I also kind of like the OG a bit more. Yeah, Digigod's lazy as fuck, dude. Why you go through all these steps? Not a big fan of this line. And I don't know, man. I honestly really like Dorumon's line. I like both versions.
I like Dorumon. I don't like all the forms in between him and Alphamon, though.
Yeah. Alright, hang on. I'm going to just copy-paste this into the Discord so you can see what it looks like in the card game. It's like,
that is certainly a small image.
Crap, Wait, doesn't it blow it up on your screen?
Okay, I see it. Yeah, it's like they went for like a photorealistic version or something.
Yeah, it like looks more feral. It doesn't look as like rubbery or whatever the crap, and I think that helps a ton.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's kind of like just whip. I don't know. I like that it's like it just goes pure dragon, but it's got that like cool, weird like fox thing to it. Yeah, I think it makes it stand out. I think it makes it a bit more unique.
Yeah.
But yeah, freaking Dexter Greymon is just killing everything. And they're like, alright, well, crap, we have to take these things out. And Gallantmon's like, no, you don't. I'll just take you to Yggdrasil. And everyone's like, sure, do it, Dorumon, you can do it.
Yeah.
Listen, you've evolved twice already. The future rests on you, I guess. Find your answer.
Reach out to the truth.
Reach out to the truth and just become Alphamon out of nowhere right before you die after getting your wings hacked off. Like, kind of horrifically.
Yeah. Like I said, Omnimon is, like, brutal.
You kind of like Doragormon, but maybe because he's oddly looks like a Yu-Gi-Oh! Dragon. I'd 100% see that design a Yu-Gi-Oh! Show. Oh, yeah. Like, unfortunately, don't get an old Doragormon, but we get Dex Doragormon, and it's like, Huh. I was not prepared to see this thing today. Yeah, okay.
That's a thing that comes back in other stuff.
Yeah, it came back in the card game.
Okay.
Yeah, the design is not much clearer in that. It's actually really hard to make out what the fuck is in the card game.
Yeah, this thing's a mess.
I like it, but at the same time, holy crap, this is like the most over-designed piece of crap.
And they went with the CG movie to to debut it. It's like, yikes.
Like, I said before, it's like, this looks higher than Beast Wars. Yeah, no, this looks really Beast Wars. This looks very Beast Wars. What am I looking at? Oh yeah, it's Dexter Goramon. You're looking at a, like, dragon man with weird claws that have strangely, like, multicolored blades on them, who has, like, multiple sets of wings of multiple different types that are all chained together in one big, messy abomination on his back that also have giant knife blades for no reason. And he just has a random, like, just tail ball made of rings at the end of his tail and, like, leather straps everywhere. This thing is a nightmare.
Yeah.
Like, God.
And this is the thing that Yggdrasil created to, like, defend it or whatever.
I am going to send you an image of this thing in the card game. I want you to tell me what part of this is what. Can you make out what the shape of this Digimon even is?
No, not really.
Holy crap. Jeez. Like, the crazy thing is they have alternate art, and the alternate art is probably even more confusing, because he's, like, on all fours. Like, you had to go, like, the wiki image to be like, oh yeah, so that's, okay, I kinda get it. Yeah, there's, like, the arms, and okay, yeah. Just belts around his arms, yeah. He exists for, like, freaking 5 minutes. Not even that, he just sort of exists for, like, 2 minutes, honestly. To just show up, and he's like, oh, I'm gonna fight you, and he makes some weird cow noises. And then Omnimon cuts him, he regenerates a bit, and freaking Alphamon just blasts him. And it's like, yeah, alright.
Yeah, I kind of forgot that Alphamon just, like, fights by shooting laser beams out of his hands.
Yeah, he fights by shooting laser beams out of his hands, but then sometime between shots, he just gains the wings, and he's just Oryuken mode.
Yeah, at one point he summons, like, a big, like, an axe, which I think he calls it a sword, but it looks like an axe.
Yeah, it's his freaking Oryuken mode, you know, where he gets the blade. And he's like, Dragon King sword, and he pulls out, like, a weird, like, it's not quite a sword, it's not quite an axe, it's somewhere in between. And for some reason to do this, he just forms, like, 4 arms at once with 1 limb, and it's really goofy looking.
He does, like, he does, like, magical drawings in the air or something. And then it summons the sword axe, which is cool. I like the weapon, actually. It's just,
this movie's so
strange.
weird, and I fucking love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of just overcomplicated, why would you introduce this here designs? A freaking Dexmon. Oh god.
Dexmon. Oh yeah, I guess I didn't even realize that the thing that appears here isn't the same thing that they fought before they got here.
Dexmon is, like, the weird thing about Dexmon is that it's like his body and arms are supposed to be, like, literally, like, made of data. Like, they're supposed to be, like, wireframe bullcrap. but it's like you can't really do that in CG or whatever, so they just made them this weird like energy, but just looks like a bad flesh texture.
I mean, you probably could just do a wireframe in like whatever CG program they used. It might have just been hard to see against like certain elements though, so they didn't do it.
You wanna know what the goofiest thing is? This Digimon is also known as Death Xmon. And that's where the Dex comes from.
I see.
Because Japan. Jeez. Holy crap.
But yeah, essentially they get to the core and they're like, you just still answer us, and it doesn't speak to them. And it's like, okay, I guess we'll just have to kill you then.
I guess we'll just have to murder God, who is now just a, like, literal crystal ball. I don't know why. I just thought that like Yggdrasil was like a glowing spear in the middle of like all the little like screens for the Royal Knights. Cause like in my mind I'm like, oh yeah, that was an image I remember seeing in the freaking Digimon World 4 opening. That makes sense. And it turns out it was never there. It was always just the crystal ball.
Yeah. Although speaking of the screens, I do like when Doru Greymon evolves into Alphamon and then it cuts to the screens and like the last one like materializes. I don't know. I thought that was kind of cool.
That's a good detail.
They're just like, oh crap, it's Alphamon. It's like, we thought you didn't exist.
Yeah, we thought there was just one slot missing from the screens for no reason. Exactly one slot.
There's a scene where one of them walks through where the gap is.
Okay, like you know what? No, that makes sense then, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, oh, it's just a way to get into the center of all the screens.
No, you were missing one, buddy. You were missing the most important one. Because you see, Dexmon is Alphamon, and Alphamon is him, and when they do damage, they hurt the other one, but it only works one way, I guess, because we only see it one way. So,
yeah,
in order to, like, this is one of those, like, alright, so it's baffling that Melgarumon, like, dies, and he literally says, I am going to die soon, take my core, and then he just shows up. It somehow feels even more baffling. The way they take the freaking Dexmon out is that, like, Alphamon realizes, like, oh, we're one the same. I can't keep my promise to Leomon. I have to, like, sacrifice myself to kill him. And he throws his sword in such a way that, like, boomerangs back and, like, stabs, like, Dexmon through himself.
And the core.
So he, like, commits suicide while taking out the thing that would also kill him. So he commits double suicide. And then he just pops out as a rookie and he's just fine.
Yeah, it's a little, I kind of don't understand.
It doesn't make sense, but screw it. You know, at least we got a happy ending. At least he got to hang out with that child Digimon and be like, you know, friends with them or whatever. And it's just a happy, nice little thing for once. Like the only happy moment in the movie.
Yeah. Also, I thought they gave Tokomon the X-Antibody because it was going to evolve into something, but no.
Yeah. Which is goofy because there totally are X-Antibody forms for like that entire line, I believe.
I bet. Magnamon sucks. Even when Omnimon and Alphabon are together, it's like, okay, we're going to go see Yggdrasil and like talk to him or figure out what's going on or whatever. Magnamon's still being like, no, you can't go do that. That would be chaos and order and whatever and blah blah blah. And it's like, shut up.
Wait, what? Oh crap! There might not actually be a Paimon X, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like searching
you would think. You
Yeah,
would think if
no.
anything would have an X-Antibody form, it would be a literal angel vaccine Digimon.
There is no Paimon X, but surprisingly there is a Pegasusmon X, and it does look pretty sick. The
Weird.
way it's described sounds hilarious. Yeah, because he stabs himself into the big bad through the other villain and then takes them out, but then he gives Omnimon his Digicore so he can become Omnimon X, and then he does all delete and he does the thing and it's cool.
Yeah. Omnimon does Control Alt Delete and then presses end task on Yggdrasil. Which
Jeez.
doesn't end the world, but resets it?
Yeah, how? Because we see before Yggdrasil dies, the digital world is literally dying. It is literally being turned into wireframe data. Locations are literally vanishing. It's alright, but we killed God, so that just reset everything. And everyone survived.
I guess the implication is just supposed to be that Yggdrasil can't actually die because it'll just reboot. I don't know.
Dang, there's no Angemon X either, huh?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why not literal angel vaccine Digimon? Give it the X-Antibody. Why wouldn't you?
Magna Angemon? No Magna Angemon X, but there is a priest mode.
Hmm.
And Serafimon has Shao Serafimon, Omnimon Merciful Mode. Alright, yeah, that's whatever. Variations. Daemon. That is not X-Antibody, yeah. I know there is Angelmon X though. I know that's a thing.
Because she's marketable.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Pegasusmon X is pretty cool.
Pegasusmon X is pretty sick. Is Nyaramon X a thing? Yeah, let me actually check this.
I wouldn't be shocked if you could just look up a list of all X-Antibody Digimon and it wouldn't be too long.
Yeah, that definitely exists. Okay, Salmon X is a thing. They could have just done Salmon. Right, I forgot. Yeah, because it's alright, so you know how Galmon has the Holy Ring?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Salmon X is Salmon, but looked more like a cartoon dog, and it just had a really big Holy Ring around it.
Huh.
Yeah, and then Galmon X is also has the giant Holy Ring. Yeah. I'm just sort of glancing through these to refresh my memory right now. Yeah, Galmon X, and it's yeah, it just has a big sash around it. It also has actual claws coming out of the cat paws, which is nuts.
Mm.
And freaking yeah, Andromon. All right, so listen, man, you want to talk about fan service? You want to talk about over the top dumb fan service? I can give you exactly 2 reasons they made Angelmon X a thing. First, she's popular. 2, titty.
I mean, it's not surprising.
As I posted the image, and holy crap, they really did not hold back.
Yep.
That sure is a upgrade, I suppose. I guess when you're literally an angel, you do not have to worry about back problems. Yeah, surprisingly more clothed than you're expecting, but also holy crap, that cleavage. Oh, man.
Modesty is for humans.
Modesty is for humans, straight up. This is how we get Venusmon. You realize that, right? Modesty is for humans. Is there a Phaimon X? I'm actually curious now. Variations. As one, no, right?
mean, Venusmon's just a woman in a. I mean, it's kind of revealing, but
Okay, Phaimon X is just straight up a thing. Oh, wow, that was way nuttier than I was expecting. Oh, Phaimon X. Yeah, let's see if I can just find a good image to link. Yeah, I guess that's gonna be what it is, huh? Like, just, hopefully that... Oh, that's still small. But yeah, you at least tell it's pretty nutty.
yeah.
Like, you just got, like, the like, glowing wings everywhere, just got, like, the glowing spikes out of the shoulders. She's riding the wheel. They don't have the... They won the boob window. Was expecting her to have a bunch of ruins around her or something. Yeah, yeah. No, we can't go that far. We can't go like freaking Mortal Kombat X Melina just yet. Not yet. Phaimon X is about that midriff. Yeah. Honestly, not as like crazy as I was expected to be as far as fan service goes, but you know what? That's an upgrade, I'd believe it. That seems like a freaking X-Antibody. Jeez. Well, that's crazy how it's like, you can really tell that it's like, some of these seem kind of thrown together, like, I don't know, just make it mecha and over-design it. And our ones seem like they're newer and they, like, add new elements and make it way more interesting, right?
Mm.
But I feel like I'd probably mention Phaimon X at some point. Wait, whoa. Okay, hang on. I don't think I've ever actually seen this one. Oh, Phaimon Fall Down Mode has an X variant. It's got a freaking dark energy scythe that just has the wheel as, like, the staff.
Mm.
Whoa, okay, that's actually really sick. I like that a lot. Holy crap. That's nutty looking. It's like Mega Evolution. Some were definitely upgrades, others not so much. Yeah, exactly. Listen, sometimes I just want Machinedramon to stay as Machinedramon. Sometimes I don't like Chaosdramon to be his evolution. But it's stronger, so you kinda have to, so alright, yeah. I don't know, Chaosdramon's alright. I just like normal Machinedramon better because he's more of a machine, yeah. Fall Down X is pretty metal. Jeez. Yeah, so many of these are just like, hey, take a Digimon, okay, now turn them into a robot. It's like, you know what? I could go on board with that. Why not?
Why not?
Jeez, yeah, Churumon X is weird. Alright, sorry, I'm getting way off topic. This is like so far off base right now. Yeah. But yeah, where else were we gonna like talk about?
I mean, we've covered it. I think they destroy Yggdrasil and the world resets.
Yeah, I guess we did cover everything. Hey, Anna, thoughts on like War Greymon X? This is the best image I could give him.
Because of the quality I was watching, I could barely tell the difference.
He is just more angular. The arm shields are different, and instead of freaking shield wings, he has a booster pack. He's got like jet boosters.
It's fine. I think Poseidon Force looks really weak.
Yeah, I like that Poseidon Force is a thing, but I'm glad he still has Gaiden Force. Force, yeah. I like that he just has both. And it's like, okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah, because Poseidon Force is just, I'm going to throw a slow-moving ball of water at you. It doesn't look like it would be very effective at all.
I think Morgrax has been in that too edgy line. Yeah, that's fair, that's fair. I like the whole lore that it's like, okay, we took War Greymon and we upgraded him by making him faster, and his whole deal is that he's like really fast now, and he's just like really mobile. So it's like, yo, that explains why they like cut back on the armor and everything, because it's like, oh yeah, he's like meant to be like a quick, like agile, like attacker that just like rushes in really quickly and just does damage. You know, he's meant to be more like hit and run, kind of. And of course, like Medabots X, we've like already kind of looked at a bit. Anna, I feel like I kind of like Medabots X less over time, but he's still really cool.
I like that he's just decked out with firearms.
We took a wolf-shaped missile launcher and we turned into a werewolf-shaped missile launcher with other weapons.
Yeah.
I think my big thing is I wish his, like, claw arm also had some type of weapon on it, other than just, like, you know, the claw. Like, I wish there was a little, like, gun at the end or something, you know? Just for the sake of it.
Put more guns on him.
Yeah, my one complaint is he needs more guns. Jeez. So yeah, I guess final thoughts.
It was alright. I think as a whole, I enjoyed the Savers movie more.
Listen, what's that freaking band called that does the, like, edgy this is gonna completely ruin my joke. Evanescence. I watched this and all I was thinking was just like, oh yeah, this brings back that edgy 2000s vibe. It's like, yeah, let's go. I was like, show me the crazy, dumb lore that nobody's gonna care about, and let's get this going. But yeah, as an actual film, it's not that great. Yeah, this is totally AMV content right now. Yeah, Soul knows what I'm talking about. This is like, you, like, just download this shit off of the internet. You, like, hook up to your, like, old school just editor, and you're like, okay, let's just, like, just max volume way too loud, blowing out the speakers. Yeah, get the Nickelback. Just shove Nickelback and just, like, have it over the fight scenes. Does it match up? Who cares? Let's do it. Oh, man. So, yeah, anything else you really want to say?
Nah, not really.
Alright. I guess I'll see you guys around.
Yep. Later.
And next week, we will be doing Medabots.
Heck yeah.
It's time for the Medabots to be metabized.